What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. This is Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get into today's video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, bro. I want to keep the dialogue open, and I want to talk this boxing with y'all, but I can't do it unless you comment down below, bro. So do that so we can chop it up. As well as like the video and subscribe to the channel, bro. Show your boy some love. We're trying to grow this thing. I can't do that either unless you like the video and subscribe to the channel, man. Show your boy some love, bro. Also, all you other YouTubers out there talking boxing on YouTube, or you content creators doing this content for YouTube, bro, if you want me to hop on a panel or you want to debate with me because you don't agree with something that I got to say, bro, you can hit me up, bro. I'll accept any and all smoke from anybody. I can be reached at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. That's knockoutboxing, the number 8, the number 6, at yahoo.com, bro. Hit me up if y'all want to do that. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about Caleb Plant versus Caleb Truax and kind of what I thought of Caleb Plant's performance and kind of where I see him, you know, moving forward in his career. First and foremost, it was, you know, he met expectations. He dominated every round. He won the fight. And at the end of the day, in boxing, if you win, that's all that matters. But it's all about expectations for me. So I expected him to dominate Caleb Truax, right? I expected him to beat the dude. The dude is 37 years old. He's well past his prime. Caleb Plant is just now coming into his prime. So I expected him to win relatively easy. But he didn't really do anything to make me say, oh, yeah, he a problem for Canelo Alvarez, or he's a problem for David Benavidez, or, you know, if Jamal Charlo moves up, he's going to be a problem for Jamal Charlo. It's like I watch other sports, right? So if Patrick Mahomes, who's the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, if you don't know, if he throws 2 touchdowns in a game, like, that's a good game, right? That's a good performance, but I expect that of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, good game, bro. Same with, like, in basketball, bro. Like, if you watch basketball, LeBron James and Kevin Durant, if they score 25 points in a game, all right, it's like, okay, that's a good game, bro, but I expect that of you. And that's where Caleb Plant is with me. Like, yeah, you dominated all rounds. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't lose a round. But I expect more. Like, you didn't show me anything to where I'm like, yo, Canelo Alvarez have a problem on his hand. Because let's just be real. If you was really watching the fight like I was, there were times in that fight that Truax had success. Very, very brief success. You know what I'm saying? He was able to sometimes get Caleb Plant up against the ropes, get him, you know, in the corner a little bit, and kind of hit him just a little bit, not a lot. Caleb Plant escaped, you know, pivoted around, got out of there. But when I watch a fighter like Caleb Plant, I'm thinking of it as, okay, how would you look in the ring against a better fighter? Because I know what you about to do with this dude, you know. And so it kind of gave me cause to pause, because if you're in there with somebody like Canelo or David Benavidez, that's a little bit, you know, that's a lot more stronger than Caleb Truax, has a lot more arsenal, you know, weapons in their arsenal than Caleb Truax, it could be a problem for Caleb Plant. And then also, like, his lack of power to get the dude out of there. You know what I mean? Like, Caleb Truax, I feel like Caleb Plant should have knocked him out. Not because of power, just because of his skills and the accumulation of punches. Like, I feel like he should have got him out of there. And so I was a little bit disappointed that he couldn't knock Truax out. And so that leads me to believe, like, if Truax can stay in there and still be game, and by game I mean he wasn't demoralized. Like, nothing Caleb Plant was doing was making him just demoralized and quit and not want to be in there. Like, he kept trying to fight. He kept, you know, trying to do what he could. He just was overmatched from a skill and talent perspective, and also age. He was just old, bro. He's almost 40 years old. So if I'm looking at that and you can't get that dude out of there, what you gonna do with one of these young, hungry lions that's gonna keep coming, but that's gonna have more to throw back at your ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, What you gonna do to keep Canelo from walking you down? And Canelo gonna be able to do some head movement and get out of the way of some of those punches. And that's what worries me a little bit about Caleb Plant. Again, I'm not taking nothing away from the performance. He dominated Truax. He won. He did what he was supposed to do. But I'm worried because of who his competition has been at this point in his career. I really don't want to see him get straight into his next fight being against Canelo Alvarez. I feel like he'd be doing himself a disservice by doing that. He should really be trying to fight a David Benavidez, or if Jamal Charlo moves up, fight him. You know what I mean? All three of those guys needs to be tested a little bit more before being in the ring with Canelo, because they haven't seen anything like Canelo. You know, I think iron sharpens iron. You know, I think you need to face top competition to be ready for top competition. And I don't feel like those three dudes have done that yet, especially more so Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Jamal Charlo is a little bit more experienced. He has been in there against some very skillful kind of top-level guys. And so I think he's more ready than the other two are. David Benavidez is real young, and then Caleb Plant, he just hasn't been in there with anybody that can challenge him yet. And I'm worried about that for him if his next fight is the Canelo Alvarez. So I'd like to see two of those three fight each other and maybe the winner get Canelo. But it looks like whoever has that belt is going to really, really have that shot to get a shot at Canelo Alvarez, because it seems like he's trying to be undisputed at 168. And if you don't have a belt, he really has no incentive to fight you. So, and that's the kind of the double-edged sword for Caleb Plant too. Like, does he take a chance against David Benavidez? Because let's keep it real, it would be a chance, bro. It would be a huge risk fighting David Benavidez. And if you lose, you potentially lose that Canelo fight. Or does he just continue to train, wait on Canelo to fight Billy Joe Saunders, maybe take another Truax-level opponent that we know he's going to beat, and then go straight into a fight with Canelo? Like, Caleb Plant has options. I think he needs to be tested a little bit more before stepping in there with Canelo, bro, because I'm worried. I'm kind of worried based off what I saw this weekend. Again, he dominated, but he didn't knock the dude out, and then some of those combinations were, you know, a lot of hand speed with no pop behind them. That shit ain't gonna work with Canelo Alvarez, bro. That flashy, all that shit, okay, bro. He gonna walk through that shit and counter your ass. And his shit gonna hurt. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Again, I expected him to dominate, so I'm not really overly impressed with Caleb Plant's performance. I would have liked to see him knock old buddy out. And I don't want to see him fight Canelo next without taking a step up in competition. I want him to fight somebody in their 20s, early 30s that's a true contender, that's a true champion, bro. Because he hasn't fought that yet. And if he gets in there with Canelo thinking it's going to be like all his other fights, it could be a huge problem for him. If he does get to fight Canelo Alvarez after Canelo Alvarez takes care of Avni Yildirim and Billy Joe Saunders. But then if he does test himself, he runs that risk of losing to one of the people that he calls himself trying to test himself against. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm interested to see what he's going to do. I really hope he takes a really great fight to make a lot of money and get tested and be more ready for Canelo, because right now, my honest opinion, if I had to pick right now, I don't really think he got it. Based off what I saw last night, I don't think he can beat Canelo, bro. I don't think he can beat Canelo. I think Canelo could eventually figure him out based on what I saw last night now. I think Canelo would basically figure him out, walk him down, and by the mid to late rounds, Canelo will take control of that fight. And then if Caleb Plant got a lot of heart, I see him losing a unanimous decision. If he got heart in the chin, if he end up not having as good a chin as we think and not having that heart, I think Canelo could stop him. Just because lack of punching power, I've seen him get, pinned to the ropes a little bit against an older fighter in Truax. I saw him get hit a little bit. And I think if Canelo is landing those shots, if Canelo gets you in those precarious positions, it could be a problem. And so I want to see him fight a top-level opponent before going straight in there to Canelo Alvarez, because it could be problems, bro. It could be problems for real. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think of Caleb Plant's performance. What you think he should do next? Do you think if he has an opportunity, should he go straight into the Canelo fight, or should he take a a kind of a test fight, fight a top-level opponent to get himself ready for Canelo. What do y'all think should be next for the young man after his performance on Saturday night? Other than that, man, appreciate y'all watching. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Also, all you YouTubers out there, like I said, that's talking this boxing, hit me up if you want me to hop on a panel or you want to debate me. I can be reached at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Knockoutboxing, the number 8, the number 6 at yahoo.com. Appreciate y'all watching the video. And with that, we out here. Peace.